Hello YouTube, it's Mr.Bestkeptsecret here, and I'm coming at you with episode 6 of our Boston GM mode commentary. As you can see, the Bees are 36, 20, and 7, and one game away from the trade deadline, and we are sitting at second in the Eastern Conference, leading our division with 79 points. Nathan Horton's leading our goals race with 25, and Martin St. Louis is leading with 36 assists. And I was already pre-scouting, and I was checking out, seeing who I kind of wanted to pick up at the trade deadline. And you guys were saying that you wanted to pick up either a first-line winger or a second-line winger, but you didn't say who you wanted to trade. So I was thinking that we could trade either Nathan Horton or Brad Marchand, because Marchand's going to be stuck on that third line for a while, at least until St. Louis retires, and then we'll move him up to the second line. But if we're trading for a second line winger, then Marchand's still going to be staying on the third line. And Nathan Horton, if we're going to be trading someone and Nathan Horton's the guy, they're just going to be replacing their spot. I also saw that you guys wanted to see if we could get an upgrade in goal, and I saw a few options, but I'm not sure with our cap room if we're going to be able to do that. So let's just sim this game real quick and jump into the trade deadline. And we won 3-0 against the Montreal Canadiens, which is good. Another shutout for Tuukka Rask. And let's jump into the trade negotiations here. Alright, so I'll definitely show you who I was looking at to get. They're from St. Louis. It's 2 players. Vladimir Tarasenko, the awesome rookie right winger, and Kevin Shattenkirk. And I thought if we're going to trade for Shattenkirk, we're going to have to get rid of a defenseman. And the one that I saw that we would be able to get rid of pretty easily was Andrew Ference. A, because he would be replaced by Shattenkirk anyways, and B, because St. Louis actually wants him. And then we're going to put Nathan Horton on there too, and I was thinking that's not going to go through the way it is, so we're going to give them our first round pick this year, which hopefully is going to be the last pick in the first round, and our first round pick next year. And this trade right here, it looks like it'll go through, but as you see, Tarasenko and Shattenkirk, both Gold Star potential players, are not in the red, and they do have some decently high trade value. So let's hope that these first round picks actually do a little bit, and they help us out here. And let's see if this trade goes through. Alright, so it didn't go through, but they're unwilling to give up what we've asked for, and it didn't meet their block needs that well, which is kind of weird because they wanted both of those players. So we're probably not going to be able to get both of those players, but if anything, we should try to get Shattenkirk to improve our defense. So we're going to spend this part of the trade deadline trying to just get Kevin Shattenkirk. And also these trades will give us some more cap room to be able to go and get those players that we want from other teams, and also that we can even spend possibly in free agency. So we're going to give them Andrew Ference plus our first round pick this year. And just to make it worthwhile, I'm going to give them our first round pick 2 years from now. We should still be a high quality team and should go deep into the playoffs 2 years from now. So we're going to see if this goes through. And it went through. Right on. We got Kevin Shattenkirk, and I'm really excited about that. He's a very young player. I believe he's 4-star gold potential at only 21 years old, and he'll definitely make a huge improvement to our defense, because I'll show you his stats in a minute once we get back into the second hour of trading here. I'll show you his stats. His stats are actually better than what Ference's stats were, which is really good. I like that. So we'll just go down here and show you. Alright, so Shattenkirk, 24 years old. Sorry, not 21. His slap shot accuracy could be a little bit higher, but I like the power that he has. He's considered a two-way defenseman, which is good. His defensive and offensive awareness are both at 87, which is good. And his defensive category is pretty good as well. His skating category I like as well. His physical category could be a bit higher, but the more he increases as he develops, the better he'll be. So I'm just excited to have him on the team. So it gives us now $0.55 million in cap space. And if we're going to go after a goalie, you might as well go big. So we're definitely going to see if we can snag Roberto Luongo. Yeah, I know what you guys are saying, that he's not that good and stuff like that. But he could really, really help our team, being an 89 overall elite goalie. But I don't think we can swing his cap number, so that's out of the picture. Let's just see any of the other type of goalies that other teams have. All right, so Corey Crawford, 82 overall. We can see if Bobrovsky is any good. Alright, so Bobrovsky is 79 overall backup, so no. Kari Lettinen maybe. 86 overall starting goalie. I'd like to see if we can snag him possibly. But he does have a $6 million cap number, which I don't think we're going to be able to go after. I think we kind of got our main fish in Kevin Shattenkirk to improve our team. But let's see if we can try to swing Vlad Tarasenko. And maybe because it was in the same deal, maybe we can get them in separate deals. Might even be able to see if we can get Yaroslav Halak, 27 years old, 85 overall starting goalie. I don't think it'd be worth it to trade for Halak, even though we have Rask. Yeah, it's probably not worth it, considering Rask might be just as good next year. So we got Tarasenko here for... Let's see, where's Horton? Here he is, down here. Would even consider trading Lucic for him, but I'm going to see if we can deal Nathan Horton, our first round pick next year, and I'm just going to throw in a bunch of throwaway picks, and I'll see what other kind of players that they like to see if I can throw in any other players in this deal. They like Hansen, 26 years old, 3-star potential. I think we could throw him in. Throw in Hansen. But then that would give them too many players that are going back. So I'm going to throw in Hansen and Krug. And see what kind of players we can get back. So we can get this guy. And this guy. I don't think this guy affects it at all. Alright. So we have basically 2 throw-ins in Vlad Tarasenko. For Horton, a first-round pick, Krug, and a couple of extra throw-ins. Hopefully this works, and let's see if it goes through. Alright, so it didn't go through. They said that we should check out their trade block, but they do want Nathan Horton, they want Krug, and they want Hansen, so they're just not willing to give up Tarasenko. So I think we're just going to have to look at other places to trade Nathan Horton. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can deal Nathan Horton right now. Just gotta find him. Here we go. Let's go to see if there's a team that wants him. So Buffalo, let's see what they got. They got Grigorenko, Gerby, and Foligno. Gerby develops into a pretty good player, but I don't see us being able to afford him when he develops into that great player. And also right now he's a depth forward, so we're not going to be able to play him on our second line. He's also a playmaker. We're looking for a sniper. Calgary, we have Sven Barchi, TJ Brody, Mikhail Backlund. Barchi develops into a really good player, but I don't really want to have to wait for him to develop, considering that we do have the first round picks that we have. Jeff Skinner, but he has a really high cap room. Jordan Stahl. He's a two-way forward, so no. Chicago. Alright, so the cheapest forward that they have is Patrick Sharp, but we're definitely not going to be able to afford him, so no. Colorado wants him. They don't really have any snipers, so no. Columbus wants him, but they have Gabrick and Jack Johnson, so no. Dallas doesn't want him. Detroit wants him, but they're not willing to give up any of their top players. Maybe Damian Brunner, if I'm not sure what overall he is. 79 overall sniper, but he is a third line scoring forward. So if we play him on the second line, no, we won't be able to play him on the second line. That'd be foolish of me to trade away Nathan Horton for that. So Los Angeles is looking to acquire the services of Nathan Horton, and I'm not even sure. Yeah, they really don't have what I'm looking for, but I did pass by Edmonton. I just want to see what kind of players they do have. They're definitely going to run into cap problems soon if with all these players. Neil Yakupov I would like to get Yakupov, but he's a playmaker, not the scorer that I'd want. Plus his defensive awareness is only a 78. Minnesota wants him. Mikko Koivu might be a solid option, but his cap number is pretty high, and he's a playmaker, so no. Devin Setaguchi, maybe? He is a sniper, 82 overall, second line forward, 26 years old, 4 gold star potential. I like Devin Setaguchi. We're going to see if we can swing him in a trade. So Setaguchi. Oh, wait. Does he... Oh, no, they have way too high a cap space down here, so no. This trade would go through, but I don't think it will, so we're definitely going to have to add something. I'm definitely thinking that we should add a younger player, that's for sure. So we're going to add Hansen, but that would have too many players going back their way, so I'm going to just take back a random player. Foucault. And I'm going to see if they want any other of these guys down here. No. I could dump more salary in Mark Savard. I'm going to see if I can do that. And we'll take this Jobk fella. No, that'd be way too much salary going back too. The combined salary would be too much. So we're going to see if the trade goes through like this. I doubt it will. I might have to add a bunch of throw-in picks. So 5th, 7th from this draft, 6th. Alright. So hopefully this goes through. We're going to try it out. Alright, it went through right on. We just acquired Devin Setaguchi to play on our second line, and hopefully this will increase our scoring. Because even though Nathan Horton really wasn't getting it done at the trade deadline, before the trade deadline, until we played him on the first line, which I don't want to play him at. So it'll be good to get Devin Setaguchi. He can still improve. And we're going to have to do some roster movement here. Alright. So let's see what we got here. For centers, we got Tavares, Krejci, Sagan, Peverly, and Greg Campbell. That's good. Lucic, Marchand, Paille. I'm going to move this guy down. And then St. Louis, Setaguchi, Kennedy, Yager. And then Chara, Shattenkirk. Seidenberg and Shattenkirk. That's going to be hard to decide who will play on the top line with Chara. I think I'm going to keep them together just because they've been playing together all season. And we'll go into the next hour of the trade deadline. Alrighty. So we really don't want to make any other trades here, but I'm going to see if there's any cheap first round picks here in this first round. Washington wants to get rid of their first, and they're not doing particularly well. We can add another first round pick to our 3 this year. Alright, so they want Hutchinson, they want Subban. I kind of want to give up Subban because he takes a super long time to develop. But if I'm going to give up Subban, I'm definitely going to get it. I'm going to get a first round pick from a kind of bad team. Let's see what kind of other goalies they want. Hutchinson and Svedberg. I'd be okay with giving up Hutchinson. So I would be okay with giving away Hutchinson, but I'm just not 100% sure if we can do that trade for it. gonna see if there's any guys who we can give away. This Koklachev guy could develop into a really good player, especially with that shot he already has now. And his discipline's really good, so we're gonna hold on to him for a bit. We could get away Caron, considering we're gonna be getting someone back pretty much the exact same kind anyways. It's just that he's gonna be a bit more NHL ready, so not a great option. This Cunningham guy, yeah, I don't think we'll have any need for him. See, the thing is, I'm not 100% sure because his physical category only, that's pretty much what's holding him back at this point, is his physical category and his puck skills, because his shot's pretty good for a 22-year-old. But see, we can get a guy like this in the first round anyways of this year's draft. Let's just see who else we have here. We have Spooner, Dogovins, Jared Knight, and that's about it. So I think if we throw in Spooner and Cunningham for Washington's first round pick, no, that won't work, so no. I think we're done for the day in trading unless someone calls us with a deal, which I don't think is going to happen, but you never know. And that concludes the trade deadline. So after the trade deadline, we are going to simulate the rest of the season in the next video. Thank you for watching very much. This has been Mr. Best Kept Secret, and I'm signing out. See you, YouTube.